What's up YouTube, this is JP Panther back with a video, and today's video is actually going to be another Bleach discussion video. You know, I got my 13 Core Guard Squad hoodie. You know, I got to show it off. You know, I feel like I have to do it like this. But I feel like this topic is very, very important because I feel like we should dive more deep into it because I feel like I've had this in my brain for a couple of months, but I never really made a new video really discussing about it and really execute it properly. So pretty much the topic of this video is pretty much, did Bleach do a better job at diversity and did Bleach do a better job at female representation and diversity than Marvel slash Disney slash Star Wars, pretty much? Because, you know, I have to bring Disney because, you know, they're the ones who make billions of dollars, millions of dollars, and they preach a lot of BS, talk about, oh, well, we're about diversity and representation and stuff like that. But then, you know, with most of your Marvel movies, most of them, besides Black Panther, Captain Marvel, most of them had 20 plus movies starting a white male leading. You feel me? So it's a big, big deal. It's kind of like being very hypocritical. This is why Hollywood kind of gets a lot of backlash. It's kind of like, all right, it's kind of like you talking about, oh, well, I'm pro-black and I'm pro-Jewish and I care about these issues. But then you have swastika tattoos and Confederate flag tattoos tatted over your body. That's what Hollywood comes off to a lot of people. You feel me? You say one thing and you say another and you're very two-faced with it. You feel me? I'd rather you come out and say, oh, I don't really care about these issues. I just want to capitalize off your demographic. That's a lot easier than try to say, we care about this, we care about that, because it just shows you guys are full of crap. And I feel like we got to talk about this because, you know, it's a big, big deal. You know what I mean? So we're about to get into the topic of this video. Let's begin, and here we go. So the reason why I feel like I talked about this is because, you know, if you guys have watched Bleach, I feel like Bleach has done a better job at representation and all that. Not just Bleach, but other anime and mangas done well. I'll say like Naruto did a really good job at showing that, you know, like Shippuden at least. You know, Shippuden has a lot of issues as well, but Naruto Shippuden did a really good job saying, oh, we have this African American audience. We're gonna create black ninjas with like lightning, thunder, and all this crazy stuff. We got Killer Bee, we got Raikage, we got the other assistants. You feel me? So I feel like they kind of keep, you know, they kind of know their demographic a little bit. You feel me? They know how to tap into it a little bit better than, you know, the MCU or you know, Disney, Warner Brothers, or these big Hollywood corporations. Because I feel like the reason why you pick Bleach in general, like why you pick Bleach compared to all the other anime, mangas, and all this stuff, because I feel like, well, Bleach does a better job at it. Because when you watch the beginning of Bleach, right, when you watch it, you have Rukia, you have Ichigo, you have that friendship dynamic, and it wasn't like any, like, you know, they were actual friends. They weren't like sexual or nothing like that, whatever. You had Orihime, you had Chad that was Latino, then Udu was Japanese. You know what I mean? Like, you had the Keigo and you had the friends, whatever. I feel like, you know, you could have female friends and, you know, you could be cool with them and still not be like sexually attracted to each other like that. You feel me? So that's another reason why I think Bleach did a good job when it came to that girl and guy, like friendship, whatever. And then the rescue arc with Rukia. And then the main thing I feel like why it did a better job at diversity representation, because when you go into the Soul Society arc, and when you go in there, you know, you watch it, you're like, oh my god, you see all these different diverse characters, the lieutenants, you see black, Latino, Asian, Japanese, you had Kenpachi's lieutenant, Ikaku, what was it, not Ikaku, the other one, you know, the other one, he was gay, whatever it is, he was very, very flamboyant, whatever, and you could tell that it shows you that you could be a death god, because pretty much they're Grim Reapers, like, you know, like Soul Reaper, Grim Reapers, pretty much. It shows you that anybody, any race, any gender, any whatever it is, can be a death god, and wear all black, and go around with a Zanpakuto, and you can kill demons and hollows, and, you know, slice them up, and Fullbringers and Quincy's and all that stuff, and it shows you that anybody can do it, you feel me? And that's one of the reasons why I feel like I was very biased with Bleach. You know, you have Rankiku, you had Rukia, you had Yoruichi, you had Soifone, you had the relationship between how Soifone and really idolize and worship Yoruichi, and then she betrayed her because for Kisuke and stuff like that. And then you saw Soifon train. She was beating up dudes to get to the top, and then then her and Yoruichi fight again. You guys kind of know what's happening, but it shows you that Bleach did a better job. Then of course you got the Espadas with the with the Hispanic, when you had the 10 sharpened blades, then you had like the Spanish references with the attacks and the resurrections, and you had Ichigo fight the Mexican Espada, and you had Chad fight the Black Espada and all this other stuff, and you had Uru fight the women Espada. Like you start seeing that there's different diversity when it comes to creating these type of stories. You feel me? Now, why you keep on bringing the MCU up? Because I feel like the reason why the MCU is that I just feel like you can't sit here and talk all this BS. And the thing is like to me, it's like Japan and all of them, they just create all this by a story and whatever resonates with them, and they're doing this with a Japanese comic book, black and white. You guys have a billion, and the reason why I'm busting the MCU because you guys have billions and millions of dollars pumped into these movies, and most of them is just showing, oh, I'm Iron Man, I'm Captain America, I'm Thor. You know what I mean? The problem is the reason why you have all these SJWs and these radical people on Twitter, because in Spider-Man, you have all this other stuff, whatever, because it shows you with the superhero concept, and people might not like what I gotta say, but hey, this is an authentic, real channel. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you like all these other corporations. And the reason why people are busting on Disney and Marvel so much, because it shows you that, you gotta understand, when you're doing a superhero thing, it shows you that, the hero goes through some hardships and rise up and he beat the villain. And, that's very, very strong and inspirational. You feel me? Feel like, like you can do it. But the problem is that from a racial point of view, the only people that really get to be represented in these movies are really, trying to not be racial, whatever, is mostly white people. Let's just keep it 100. Let's just keep it 100. You have 20 plus movies feel like mostly white dudes, and then with the female characters, y'all treat them like crap. And it's like, the only time you can only see yourself doing all that unless you're white. And let's just be honest, right? If we're comparing like Deku to like Iron Man, Deku is a nerdy kid that was in a superhero society, gets beat up and roasted, whatever, then All Might pretty much gives him his power. He goes from the bottom, he's a shy, rippy kid, glows up, grows up, and he's the most badass dude in his freaking class. Iron Man, let's keep honest, the character Robert Downey Jr. plays, only people who can really relate to Tony Stark unless you're a rich white man or a rich white person, you feel me? So it's not that that relatability in there, you feel me? And it really hurts me, even me to a certain extent, other minorities as well, is that you talk all this crap and most of it is mostly all white people, and the only time you really get to see a superhero was Black Panther. And don't get it wrong, I love Black Panther, but I shouldn't have to wait in my 20s to see that. You feel me? You should already have it right there on lock. You know what I mean? Like the Eternals and Shang-Chi. You should have had this since like phase 2 or phase 3. You feel like, well, you had it in phase 3. But yeah, screw it, like phase 3. And then like, for example, like they talk about, oh, well, the female characters, whatever. If you watch Bleach, all the female characters on the forefront. Yamamoto's like, listen, lieutenants, captains, we're fighting the Iran car, we're fighting at the fake Karakura town. If the dudes get their arms sliced off, the women get their arms sliced off. If the dudes get stabbed and cough up blood, the women also get the same type of treatment. When it comes to the MCU, let's just keep it 100, and I'm very critical of the MCU, is that they treat their female characters like crap. I mean, you throw in Captain Marvel at the last minute, and then you pump her up as, oh, she's going to be a huge character, she's going to play this huge role, and then you watch Endgame, she's barely in the movie, Thanos just grabs the Power Stone and knocks her ass out. And also another thing as well, it shows you that, Marvel, Disney expose themselves, because they showed that, they also expose themselves as well, because when you watch them just pander as hell at that last scene in Endgame, you just grab every woman on set, women hear me roar, and it doesn't sound authentic. It just seems like, here, bitches, we're just gonna throw you a bone. That's what it felt like in Endgame, you feel me? A lot of women were really critical of Marvel and Disney, because if you're able to give Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, you should have had the same exact treatment when it came to Black Widow, Wanda and Scarlet Witch and the Guardian Galaxy, Nebula and Zoe Saldana's character and all these Pepper Potts and all these other characters, the freaking Valkyrie. Like, you have all these other female characters, and you never really develop them, and it just exposed Marvel that they're full of shit. You feel me? Where at least with Bleach, I don't care what anyone says. You had freaking Soifon with a freaking rocket launcher, freaking shooting Baragon Espada #2 in the freaking in the face. And he was, freaking half of his freaking body was gone. You feel me? Disney and Marvel would never do something like that, to have a female character really be that shining and badass where it outshines the main white male characters. You feel me? And it just shows you that Disney and Marvel, they look bad when freaking anime and manga does a better job at diversity and representation and female empowerment than freaking a big budget $1 million movie, and y'all can't do shit except freaking having most of your characters, white male characters, are shining everybody. You feel me? And now they're trying to do the same thing with Phase 4 and try to be more diverse and inclusive, but I feel like it's kind of too late. You guys should have done this when you guys were pumping up Thanos, Endgame, and now we're in a post-coronavirus era, so you might not even make the same money like you did before, and movie theaters are not going to have the same numbers and capacity like it was before. I do think certain characters, like Black Panther's going to do well. I think Shang-Chi would do well, because the representation. Doctor Strange, I'm not sure. Spider-Man, we're not sure. Eternals, Captain Marvel 2, we definitely don't know at that point. Black Widow, I feel like another reason, especially we're going to talk about this MCU thing, you can't sit here and be like, oh, female empowerment. You just threw Black Widow. You had Black Widow for like 11 years, and then you throw in Captain Marvel in the last minute to make a Me Too movement political statement. That Black Widow movie should have came out after Winter Soldier, or should have came after Civil War, not freaking kill her off and then you give us Black Widow. Even if you're a woman, you're like, that's some bullshit, you feel me? You gotta kind of understand, like, yo, Disney and Marvel are really doing a lot of fuckery. Let's just keep it 100. And they're looking very, very hypocritical when it comes to this female empowerment, representation, diversity type of stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. Again, people are not gonna like what I say. People are gonna disagree with it. They're gonna be like, oh, JP, you full crap, blah, blah, blah. No, let's just keep it 100, man. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it true. That's just what the situation they put themselves in. And then again, we'll see what happens after post-corona. But again, things are not going to be the same like it was before. And I feel like right now, just saying before, Bleach does a better job at the representation than a $1 billion MCU Marvel movie. And then we saw it with Star Wars. They tried to do the same thing with Star Wars. It failed. They tried to do the same thing with all these other movies like Birds of Prey, Terminator, Ghostbusters, Ocean's 8, Charlie's Angel, and they all freaking fail. Because a lot of women can see through the bullshit that you guys are trying to do, and it's not authentic, and it's not real, and it's pandering, and people don't like that shit. And also, at least with Bleach, they have the 13 Court Guard Squad women, and they're fighting, they're doing all these crazy Death God, crazy attacks, Senbou Zabuza Kageyoshi, doing all this crazy stuff, and it makes them look cool and badass, and it just doesn't feel like, okay, the women are shitting on the men, they're not, like, for example, Bleach, like, they're not shitting the men and pumping up the women to make the women look good, you feel me? Everybody's on the same equal ground, you feel me? And, that's just the whole purpose of what I'm trying to say. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. I know this is a very long video. I know this is probably going to be a controversial video, but I don't care. I'm a real dude. I'm just going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it like 100%. I'm going to keep it G. I'm just letting you know that I don't play around, and I'm going to keep it 100, and I'm going to give you the 100% authentic, real type of response. That's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care. And also, anime, manga, anime, manga for life. And I'll come back to you guys.